You are cordially invited to attend our celebration today as the longest continuously running daytime network game show in television history.
Hello everybody, welcome to another retro edition of the Price is Right Pricing Game Recap. I am your host, Mr. Horgan, and now here is my co-host from Canada, Ben Mason.
Yes, and let me explain to you why he's calling me that. I recently closed down my Ben Mason television channel a few weeks ago, just before you went on your trip to Florida. And by the way, how was your trip?
Oh, I had such a wonderful time down there. I absolutely enjoyed it. I had such a blast.
Yes. And anyway, I'm getting a refurbishment. I'm moving into my new basement very, very soon, and my new channel will be up and running by Labor Day. Maybe later, maybe sooner. Who knows? You just never know what's going to happen here on YouTube. Anyway, as Bob Barker mentioned, as you might have heard, this is a very important show. You tell him, Mr. Organ.
Well, we are going to be recapping the episode that took place back on March 27th, 1987. And as Mr. Bob Barker mentioned, that is when The Price is Right became the longest running continuously game show in television history. It is that historic. Let me tell you something else. There's one other game show that is beat out. Concentration, the original, that aired from 1958 to 1973, 15 and a half years. But Price is Right beat it to the punch. Yes, it did. Alright. The pricing games that were played on this very historic day were the following: Temptation, Plinko, Clock Game, Double Prices, Pick a Pair, and Range Game. Okay, the first contestant up on stage was Dina from Huntington Beach. She played Temptation for a Chevrolet Sprint Hatchback Coupe modeled by the happy Holly Hallstrom. 4 numbers in the price of this car, no free number given. First, the dazzling Diane Parkinson brought out Oneida Silversmiths serving sets. That includes silver plate, chafing dish, relish dish, buffet servers, and beverage pitcher in a Georgian scroll pattern. The price of it was $570. Dina believed that 7 was the first number. Next, the juicy Janice Pennington brought out a Broyhill curio cabinet with a price of $300. Dina chose 3 as the second number. Now, Diane brought out a Tappan trash compactor, priced at $299. For the third number, Dina chose 2. And finally, Janice brought out a Greyhound travel-tested luggage ensemble. Didn't know that famous bus company had its own line of luggage.
Me neither.
The price of it was $505. $505. Dina chose 5 as the fourth and final number. So she put a price of $7,325. Now Dina could change one of those numbers if she wanted to. And she actually decided to change one of the numbers. She changed the 2 and that became a 9. Interesting. The price was now $7,395. That did seem like a very good price to me, but we'll see. Now, Bob tempted Dina to take the $1,674 worth of Temptation prizes and take them back to Huntington Beach when Bob asked where Dina was from. But Dina decided to go for the car. Now, as we know, in order for that car to be won, every number has to be correct. If even one number is wrong, no car, no prizes. Okay, that first number. Now, I must say that I found this to be very odd for Bob to mention that 5, 7, or 0 could be the first number of the price of the car. Well, obviously, it's not going to be 0.
I don't think so either.
And 5, I think at this time, cars, went for more than $5,000. So I was feeling good on 7. Was 7 the first number? Yeah, it was. This was a $7,000 car. Was that second number a 3? Yes! So far, so good. Now to that third number. She had it at 2 before, but she changed it to a 9. Was the third number a 9? Now, Bob did one of his famous teases. He was worried that what if that third number was a 2? I don't know. A little part of me felt 7,325 looked good, but when she changed it to 7,395, I found that to be a better choice. Okay, the third number. Was it a 2 or was it a 9? Bob revealed what that number was. It turned out to be... Oh no! A 2!
Oh God, I don't want to even think about what, oh God, man.
Now, was that fourth and final number a 5?
I don't want to know.
Or
I don't want to know. I'm going to leave the room for a second, and I'm not going to even listen. You call me back when you're done, all right?
All right. Folks, I don't mind. I kind of don't blame Ben Mason for leaving the room for this, because the last number in the price of that car, oh boy, this is the part of the job I hate the most. Giving out bad news.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last number in the price of the Chevrolet Sprint Hatchback Coupe was 5! Oh no! Dina had it! She had it right from before! 7,325 was the price of the car! What a heartbreaking way to kick off this historic Price is Right! Oh, I'm sad! I'm very sad about that!
Don't cry, Mr. Morgan.
I'm fighting back tears. You may come back now, Ben Mason.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, let's now hear from you about pricing in result number 2.
I can't go on. I can't go on much longer here.
Fight the power.
Fight the power. Alright, Gail was the second contestant on this show. And she was about to play Plinko for a chance to win up to $25,000 in cash. And you know, this being the record-breaking show, it only seems fitting that Gail played this, the most popular of all pricing games. Huh, Mike?
Absolutely.
Hopefully this will make up for that heartbreaking loss. Now, Gail gets 1 free Plinko chip, and that's worth up to $5,000. You can win up to 4 more, too. Polly modeled the 4 small prizes in this game. The first of the 4 small prizes was a Regina, I'm getting my words mixed up again. A Regina steamer carpet cleaner with a wrong price of $50. Gail believed 0 was the last number, and not 5 being the first number. Was the 0 right? Yes, it was. The price was $80. I'm crying on the inside right now. Let's move on. She gets another check. All right, next up. we had a Panache Place Activity Center with tote bags. The wrong price was $27. Gail said that the 2 was the right. Was it? Yes, it was. It was $22. That's another chip for Gail. The third prize was a Din Pierre ice cream maker, Mr. Horgan?
Actually, it's pronounced Don Vier. Don Vier.
Don Pierre.
My French isn't that good. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I might want to get some ice cream right now. Anyway, it's not $65. Gail says the 5 was the second digit. And sure enough, wasn't the 5 right? Yes, it was. Sure enough, it was. The price was $45. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's 3 out of 3, and we got one more prize to go. Gail says she likes this game. In fact, everyone does. Huh, Mike?
Of course. Plinko.
Of course. Plinko. You gotta love Plinko. The last prize was a pair of women's high-heel shoes by Penaljo?
Yep, that's the pronunciation. Penaljo.
Anyway, they weren't $75. Gail chose the 5. Is it 5? Yes, the shoes were $45. Gail wins all 4 prizes, totaling $192. Now, Diane gave Gail 4 more Plinko chips to go with the one that she already has for 5 Plinko chips total. Remember, when Gail looks down from up there, she'll see the same numbers that you see at home. Now, Gail dropped the first chip, and it landed in... Well, I'll be darned. $5,000!
Yeah!
That sure made up for Tina's loss there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, awesome start. Gail dropped now. Gail dropped the second chip, and it landed in... $1,000. She's up to $6,000 already and has 3 chips to go here. Gail dropped the third chip, and it landed in... 0. Into each life, some zeros must fall, as Bob Barker says.
Yep.
Okay. Gail dropped the fourth chip, and it landed in... $500. Gail has $6,500, and she's down to that last Plinko chip. And Gail dropped the fifth and final Plinko chip, and it landed in... 0. Oh, darn it. But that's all right. Gail's won $6,500 plus the 4 small prizes for a grand total $6,692. That's considered an actual win here, Mr. Horgan.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. Now we're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lay it on me, Mr. Horgan. The pricing game number 3. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Nice rhyme, by the way. All right. Jack played clock game for an O.W. Lee Furniture Jolie wrought iron dinette set that includes a 42-inch table and 4 chairs with a cotton front seat. That was modeled by James. And a trip to Paris, France. We were talking about the language of French earlier on. Oui, oui. Via TWA Airlines. And it includes a 6-night stay at the Trianon Palace at Versailles. Jack could experience going to Moulin Rouge and visiting on top of the Eiffel Tower. Very nice.
Yeah,
now,
it's very nice. And you know something? We do have 2 official languages in this country. One is English and the other is French. See, that's 2 countries I know that speak French.
Oui.
We say beaucoup, Mr. Horgan. I mean, Mr. Horgan. You know what I mean. All right, let's get started.
All right. Just here. All right. Now we're cooking. Sorry, I just had to adjust the back. Just record. Okay, now Jack was only playing for the 2 prizes because there was no $1,000 bonus back then. So, when the 30 seconds began, Jack gave the following bids for the dinette set. Alright, any day now. $400, higher. $495, higher. $475, higher. $500, higher. $501, higher. $598, lower. $565, lower. $588, lower. $570, lower. $571, lower. $569, lower. $568, lower. $565, lower. $550, higher. $555, higher. $559, higher. $560, higher. $561, higher. $562, and that price of $562 was correct. That took Jack 28 seconds to get that price. I was a little worried he wasn't going to get it at all, to tell you the truth. But man, he just managed. Now with only 2 seconds left, that's right, 2 seconds, Jack could win himself, along with that dinette set, a trip to Paris. Now Bob mentioned that a contestant has managed to get the exact price within 2 seconds from before. See if lightning could strike twice in this case. Now, Bob mentioned that this was a trip that had 4 digits. It was in the thousands range. So, when the clock began, with only 2 seconds left, just to remind you all, here's what Jack bid on the trip to Paris. $2,398. Higher. And time was up. He didn't get it. The actual retail price of the trip to Paris, France was $2,644. But, miraculously, Jack won the dinette set. And that is a consolation win. Alright, Ben Mason. Pricing game number 4, por favor.
your French is getting better. And oh, by the way, you forgot to mention that the price of that Paris trip was worth between $2,000 and $3,000. But I'm sure they all figured it out already. Alright, let's move on to the 4th game. Pamela was the 4th contestant. She played double prices, and this time it was played at door number 3 instead of door number 2. You know, come to think of it, I think double prices was played regularly at door number 3 in that era. I think. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, the prize up for grabs here was a pair of Honda Helix CM 250 motorcycles modeled by Diane. The high price was $6,371. The low price was $5,196. Pamela chose a low price of $5,196. After when Diana took away the high price and Bob revealed the actual retail price, it was $5,196. Pamela wins the motor scooters. Good for her. All right, Mr. Horgan, you're now live with pricing game number 5. I'm doing it all in English from here on out.
Okay. Wayne from North Carolina played Pick a Pair for a Singer Furniture Goddard Square bedroom group that comes with a King Coil Posture Bond International mattress for a comfortable night's sleep, modeled by Holly. A prize package worth $2,699. Pick a Pair at the time was using the Ferris wheel as the game's setup, the display. And the 6 grocery products were the following: Aunt Sue's Raw Honey, Alba High Calcium Sugar-Free Hot Cocoa Mix, Beer Nuts, peanuts, Goldline Vitamins, professional strength Effort Denture Cleanser, and Bayer Aspirin. Now, as the music for the Pick-a-Pear Ferris wheel was playing, Wayne first selected the aspirin. The price of that was $2.89. Pretty cheap for vitamins, it's aspirin, excuse me, back then. Wayne paired that up with the raw honey, although a member of the audience did not like that choice. Well, when the price of the raw honey was revealed, it was, well, get this, $2.89. Wayne became a winner, and that member of the audience was proven wrong. How do you like that?
I like it.
Don't always listen to the audience, because you know they're not always right. Alright, Ben Mason, as we continue to have a blast, let's hear about the pricing game that was played last.
I'm not listening to that audience member again. Anyway, they never do. Anyway, the sixth and final contestant was Virginia, who was from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's the home of the Steelers, Mr. Horgan.
Yep.
This was her second trip to California. Virginia came to the show 10 years before, and she didn't know too much back then. But she watched the show every day. And that's a good thing, Mr. Horgan.
Very good thing.
And Gail was about to play the range game. A game that she's very familiar with. In fact, we all are. Now, I'll tell you something interesting about the playing of this game. The lowest price on the scale is, listen to this, $8,000. I'll say it again, $8,000. Wow. The price scale going for is worth at least $8,000 and no more than $8,600. Virginia's playing for a Mazda 323 Deluxe Hatchback, a new car, as it were, and it was modeled by Diane. As always, once Virginia stops that rangefinder, they can't start it again. Virginia stopped the $150 range between $8,335 and $8,485. The audience thinks she stopped it a little too far up, but let's find out anyway. The price revealed from the dark green strip was $8,458.
Yeah!
Virginia wins the car. Yeah!
All right, excellent.
How do you like that, Mr. Horgan?
I'll be honest, I thought Virginia went a little too high on the range, but she did not. So, wow, I'm glad she won it.
All right. Now, before we go any further, I should have mentioned this earlier at the top of the show. Before the bidding began on today's show, we had a special guest, the one and only Mark Goodson, the creator and owner of The Price is Right and countless other game shows. He came out and asked Bob why the show is so old and why Bob looks so young. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out myself. Mark made a California license plate for Bob, which reads LCRD-GNT. It stands for Longest Continuously Running Daytime Game Show Network Television. Not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
And for those who aren't visitors backstage, the audience that is, Mark has another license plate that hangs on Bob's dressing room, which reads WGMC. It means World's Greatest MC, by the way. I couldn't agree more.
Can't argue with that.
All right. Here's to many more years on The Price is Right and Mark Goodson Productions. I salute him. All right, Mike. You got anything you want to say?
Well, I do want to say that on this historic Price is Right, 3 pricing games were won, and they were all in the second half. They were double prices, pick-a-pair, and range games. Also, we gave away a dinette set in clock game, and in Plinko, we gave away $6,500 in cash plus the 4 small prizes. So, all of the contestants get titles for this retro recap for Pamela, Wayne, and Virginia. They are the MVPs of The Price is Right for winning their pricing games. And Gail, too, because the actual win happened in Plinko. She is an MVP as well. The contestant recognition contestants are Jack for his small clock game win, and to Dina for winning her showcase. And the showcase was from The Price is Right Train Depot. Woo-hoo! Choo-choo! Holly was the conductor, so we should call her Miss Conductor. And Janice was riding the train. She was the engineer. And on that train, these were the following prizes. A Lee's Dining and Leather Showplace bar set with a deck and 2 stools. An Alley Master video arcade game. That's a bowling arcade game, folks. Strike! And at the end, not a caboose, but a Yamaha VMAX snowmobile modeled by Diane, who has a nice caboose of her own. I had to bring that up. Anyway. Anyway, Dina bid $8,200 on her showcase. Actual retail price, $10,719 for a difference of $2,519. Now, Virginia, unfortunately, did not win her showcase, which was themed red, white, and blue. My country's colors, United States of America. And in that showcase was a Duran one-piece red original bathing suit modeled by Diane. Looked very, very lovely. A Young Chang classic 5-foot 9-inch white grand piano modeled by Holly. And a 20-foot SST high-performance sleek craft ski boat modeled by Janice. Virginia bid $14,750. Actual retail price, $27,840. That was a difference of $13,090. Well, Virginia won a car, so that's not all bad for her. Dina won herself a grand total in prizes of $12,419. Now, as the end credits were rolling, Bob and Dina and the models and Roddy and all the cast and crew of TPIR came on stage, including Mr. Mark Goodson, as they did some cake cutting to celebrate the accomplishment The Price is Right achieved for the longest running, continuously running game show.
Yeah, fingers Greco, Roger Dodgkowitz, the one only Phil Wayne, Frank Wayne, you know, the whole deal. Mark Breslow, I go on, but there's just too many to name.
And that's how the show ended. Alright, promotional consideration for this retro edition of The Price is Right Pricing Game Recap is provided by the Sylvester Stallone movie, Over the Top. And The Price is Right is definitely over the top on it being the greatest game show ever.
Ever. Boy, no doubt about that. And wait, if you think this episode is cool, wait till you see the next episode that we're going to do. It's from November 14th, 1977. Is that right, Mr. Morgan? November 14th, 1977?
I believe so, and I think you called that one an exclusive?
Yes, it's a very exclusive Price is Right recap that we're going to be doing, because we get to recap one of the games we're going to be recapping is Professor Price. It'll be the only time ever we get to recap this game on YouTube. So, we'll be here next time, and you better not miss it, because it's going to be really, really great. Don't miss it.
That definitely will not be a can't miss, folks. Check out the next retro edition of the Price is Right Pricing and Recap on my channel, starring me and Ben Mason. Ben Mason, it was great to have you join me once again. Thank you for helping me out, and I look forward on having you join me again next time.
Yeah, Professor Price. It'll be good. It'll be good.
This is going to be very exciting to do. Alright, it's time to say goodbye. Until next time, for the retro edition of the Price is Right Pricing Game Recap, I am Mr. Horgan from the Garden State of New Jersey.
And my name is Ben Mason from Contestant, Canada. Remind you to don't forget to get your pets spayed and neutered. It's very important, alright? I'm very excited for Professor Price. That's what I'm trying to say. See you for it next time. Bye, everyone.
Take care, everybody.